Recently, Mob Entertainment dropped a new teaser trailer revealing Pianosaurus, a new toy. While the trailer itself is short, there are a few things we can analyze to help us understand what we can expect to see from Pianosaurus in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So to kick things off, it's pretty clear that Pianosaurus is going to be another one of the main antagonists that we'll be going up against in Chapter 4. While we get a good but obscure look at Pianosaurus' bigger body design from the trailer, we can actually get a better look at him in this poster. When looking at it, Pianosaurus appears to be a green dinosaur with a piano-like mouth and has piano keys running down the entire underside of its body, starting at the neck and ending at the tip of its tail. He has small eyes and multicolored spikes and claws. His front legs are long and lanky, though his forearms are bigger and more robust. His back legs are slightly larger, almost bird-like. Now taking a close look at the bigger body version of Pianosaurus, we can see blood on his piano teeth, a creepy find that makes his character all the more unsettling. Overall, I really like Pianosaurus' design and I can't wait to face him in Chapter 4. Now, let's turn our attention to the commercial that plays in the trailer. Pianosaurus is a musical toy made by Playtime Co. According to the commercial, Pianosaurus is a children's piano toy, and the singer in the commercial references how you can play tunes on his scales and teeth. While there isn't too much stuff to analyze from the trailer itself, we do hear Pianosaurus play a distorted version of the tune from the commercial on his teeth. The tune that Pianosaurus plays sounds very familiar to the tune that we heard in the Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 trailer, Yarnaby. After the eye on the monitor screen spots us, we hear an eerie musical jingle, and then as soon as we turn around, we see Yarnaby. At first, people speculated that the eye on the monitor emitted the eerie musical jingle after spotting the player, which then alerted Yarnaby to our location. However, this might be a red herring, and that the eerie musical jingle is being played by none other than Pianosaurus himself. It's even possible that both the eye on the monitor and Pianosaurus are connected, since near the end of the trailer, if we pause at just the right time, we catch glimpses of eyes, and an eye with a screaming mouth, which also connects back to the eye that we see in the Yarnaby trailer. This suggests that both Pianosaurus and the eyes are linked in some way. Another thing that proves this link between the two is Pianosaurus' name, Piano Saw Us. The whole name is an intentional play of words, and that it was actually discovered by Super Horror Bro. Now, you may be wondering how this linkage would work. Well, how it would work is that if the eyes spot the player, Pianosaurus will be alerted and will emit his eerie musical jingle, alerting other toys to our location, in this case, Yarnaby. There's also the possibility that both Pianosaurus and Yarnaby will be working together as a duo in Chapter 4, and if that's the case, then it will bring a very interesting yet exciting mechanic to the game. Also, a quick tidbit, if you guys noticed that in the commercial, the Pianosaurus toy costs $19.95. This price is actually a reference to the Hour of Joy, which happened on August 8th, 1995. I just wanted to point this detail out because I thought it was a really cool detail that Mob Entertainment put in the trailer. But now that we talked about that, let's continue. So now I want to focus on Pianosaurus' abilities. Now, a quick note, these abilities I'll be covering are purely based on speculation, so keep that in mind. Although we don't have any gameplay trailers showing us Pianosaurus in action, by taking a look at the trailer and the poster, we can speculate on what Pianosaurus can do. Let's start with the trailer. By looking at the bigger body version of Pianosaurus, it's clear that he's a pretty big toy, maybe as big as Catnap, if not bigger. So we can definitely say that he has a size advantage compared to the other toys. Now, let's turn our attention to the poster. As I said earlier, Pianosaurus' front legs are long and lanky, but his forearms are bigger and more robust. His back legs are slightly larger and look bird-like. This tells us that Pianosaurus likely possesses incredible brute strength. We'll need to keep our distance from Pianosaurus so that we don't fall victim to his strength. When looking at the commercial, the Pianosaurus toy is standing on two legs. Although the computer terminal is hiding some of Pianosaurus' body, it's pretty clear that he's standing on two legs. However, when looking at this photo scan of Pianosaurus, we can see that he can walk on all fours, meaning that Pianosaurus can switch between walking or running on twos or fours. Pianosaurus having this ability would allow him to navigate through the factory with ease. Next, we have his ability to emit eerie distorted music. As I said before, the eyes on the monitor and Pianosaurus are supposedly linked in some way. If the eyes spot us, it'll alert Pianosaurus. This is likely when Pianosaurus will then start to play eerie distorted music, alerting nearby toys to our location. And if we don't get away from the enemies in enough time, then it's game over. Moving onwards, we have Pianosaurus' long tail. He can probably use his tail as a weapon, knocking us far back or even killing us on the spot. Lastly, we have Pianosaurus' sharp claws. His claws could probably cut through wood or even metal, like Catnap. catnap's claws, and if that's the case, then his claws will make easy work on any obstacle that stands in his way, including us. With all of his abilities fully covered, Pianosaurus seems to be a very dangerous enemy that we'll have to avoid at all times, and even if we manage to get away from him, he'll make sure that we're not safe everywhere we go. And with that, this brings us to the end of our analysis. What do you guys think of Pianosaurus? I would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you found it both interesting and entertaining, I would really appreciate if you could leave a like down below, and if you want to see more videos just like this one, hit that subscribe button and turn on all notifications so you won't miss out on any of my uploads. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, positive, be it for another, and remember, the grind never stops, and I'll see you guys in the next one.